Kevin Burke taking on ninth-seeded Kenny Palmer, who has had to win 7 matches to be in this situation. Kevin Burke, being the higher-seeded bowler, has decided to go first. First Pro Tour stop for Kevin. Qualified and sits atop the #1 spot. And is certainly going to have a lot of the hometown crowd behind him.
I'm telling you, I can remember this guy being in here in a bassinet. So you have a little bit of a sentimental favorite in that you have a young man who's done well for himself, win or lose.
Got it. He's come right out of the box with.
I tell you, Mike, we were sitting trying to reflect on rookies that have won their first tour, and we come up with Bob Gleason at Wamisit, young man that won in Massachusetts his first tour. We came up with Charlie Wilkinson, who won here. Well, you know who we forgot? Just hit me. Jeff Piles. 17 years old. His mom had to sign for him to bowl, and he won at PG. I'm pretty sure beat the legend, really, Jimmy Dietz.
Hasn't been done all that often, but certainly has been done in the past, and who knows what'll happen here. But Kenny Palmer drops 9, looking for a mark to match his opponents, and he does it.
I tell you, you're going to have to beat Kenny. I'm convinced that the man is locked in. He doesn't realize he's broke our all-time record for consecutive wins. He's bowling 1 frame at a time, and the man is mentally, he's just ready. You know, he's done what he's had to do, and there he is.
Regardless of what comes up in this match, it's been a courageous effort. I mean, right back at you.
He's ready. I'm telling you, he's ready. And nothing away from Kevin, but he's the man better. He best shoot 170 or better. Good little bowler. I tell you, he's very aggressive. And what a boost this would be for his confidence.
It's going to be a boost already, Joe. I mean, first tour stop out, go up against the best bowlers, qualify, and then win your division and have the highest pinfall in doing it.
But Mike, I'm telling you, if you don't win, and this is experienced, second really doesn't matter. You can accept, yes, I've done very well, I've had a good tour. But right now, winning is all that matters.
Well, we'll see what happens as he comes out hot. 2 marks in a row.
Not many people remember who finished second.
And as you said, he's extremely comfortable here.
He is comfortable. He's got the crowd behind him. Sometimes, I can tell you, that's not to my advantage. I personally think it's added pressure. A lot has to do with how you get out of the gate, and he's certainly gotten out of the gate. 9 and made it, 9 and made it.
He's been bowling all day. He's getting the breaks here early. Dropped another 9.
I had the best defense on him. I held him to 130, but he still beat me. Big pin. I just don't think you can make a mistake against Kenny at this point.
No, he hasn't. He's perfect for 3 spares, 3 frames bowled.
Confident young man.
Kenny Palmer in.
Confident old man.
I'm sure he's going to love you for that.
Well, he beat me on the head for calling him a big guy. I got to get that in, Mike.
Well, 3rd frame struck in the 2nd. Ooh, dropped 9, looking for the double.
My heart's beating faster now than it was when I was bowling. Love it.
It's shaping up to be one heck of a match here.
I tell you, mate, that was a big pin that stayed up. I mean, you give this man a spare and a doubleheader to start, and I would say our first TV 200. He's taking the ball and running with it.
Both bowlers marks through the first 3 frames. Kenny Palmer leading it by 2 pins.
You wrote a good script, boss. Except you left me out again.
Got to get to us early before we have it printed.
I want to see 2 10-mark games. I don't care who wins. 20 marks. Well, there's 7.
Kenny's trying his best.
See,
Just think what happens if that other pin drops and he's got a triple working.
What scares me with Kenny is that he's so fine-tuned. I think he knew that time if he lifted that ball a little more, and he got that ball out about 10 to 12 inches, and he's been putting it out 4, that he was going to throw a strike.
That's a relentless pressure at this point. Just keep pounding and pounding and pounding.
See, and I have to believe that when you first step on the lanes against Kenny at this point, you have to believe that the odds are in your favor. You really do. But if you can't get in a guy's head and make him understand that he won 7 in a row and he's supposed to lose, what good does it do? It's like flipping a coin. The coin really doesn't know that it's been head 7 times in a row, right?
Oh, I tell you, it's been some kind of odyssey for Kenny Palmer.
I tell you, it's a dream come true. Regardless of what happens, I don't want to bowl him the next time head-to-head. I mean, he's got to believe nobody can beat him. He's learned to bowl the pins, Mike. We've watched him front run. We've watched him come from behind. We've watched him battle it out punch for punch. He's done it all.
Well, Kevin Burke punches through the middle.
That pressure causes that. What happens is hard, and Kevin puts all he has on pretty much every ball. He's a stocky built fella, but you can overthrow the ball, and I think this is what happens, especially against Kenny, because Kenny does it so easily, so fluid, that it makes you hump up on it. I know I fought it, to just bowl my game and not let Kenny be intimidating. Sure, you end up jacking it up a couple mile an hour, and if that's not your game, it can get you in trouble. And he got Kevin's attention. What do you go? Spare, strike, spare, strike. Kevin goes spare, 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 and he's in trouble.
Yeah.
He's in deep trouble.
He's got 70 after 5, and he's in danger of falling behind by an even greater amount here. Look at that double. If it wasn't for that single pin that stayed up in the 3rd frame, that Kenny had to convert. Let's see what happens.
I'm a pretty hard guy to impress, but I'm impressed.
I'm telling you, I think somewhere along the way, he determined that I wasn't supposed to be here, and
there it is.
Whatever happens, happens, but I got it going.
The thing that they set on top of our shoulders, he has it well under control. And
those shoulder pads are...
Every time he steps up, he looks like he's throwing the first ball that he's thrown.
Yep.
I mean, if man could have had it...
Get this?
No, it's going to be a little short. I don't think it's going to wind around and reach it. It's really walking a little forward. But that could have been 5 strikes in a row. The man has been, like I told you, he's just gathered confidence. The pocket has expanded. He is lifting the ball more right now, which tells me that he had the extra, the adrenaline's flowing. He doesn't realize, I mean, and people know that our shows that we tape. He bowled 5 games in the qualifying, and this is his 8th game. It's 13 games with 3 to 4 hours wait.
And head-to-head all the way.
And under pressure from the get-go, and the guy is just, it's like I say, regardless of what happens, he deserves
magnificent
a pat on the back.
performances
in Pro Tour history, that's for sure.
In bowling history.
Yeah.
It's,
Kevin comes right back.
I think Kevin's had a shot at 4 strikes himself.
Yeah, he's bowled very well for
he shot this
coming right out of the box.
This is the 3rd time. We talked to Kevin, you were there, and we mentioned a lot of times people think that top seed is a tough spot to finish from. Any bowler in that ladder would have changed places with Kevin. Any bowler.
Missed it here, but he's got to shake it off.
What happens, Mike, it's a little bit of experience coming through. He knows, or at least feels. He doesn't know, but he feels as though he has to throw strikes. It's the younger approach to the game. It's a good approach to the game. You think strike every time, except what you have to be able to accept when it's 9.
You have to convert the 10th pin rather for that spare.
You can't come back, pick up the ball to shoot that single, still hoping or wishing it was a strike. Well, Kenny's turned things around. He's
Kevin
jacked Kevin up a little
bit.
Yeah, well, that's
I mean, it's Joe. It's relentless pressure. Spare, strike, spare, strike, strike, spare. I mean,
And every ball he's thrown could have been a strike from the first frame. I mean, both
Nice
of the
try
bowlers.
there.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just been. What do they say when it's your day? And when we get finished, if Kenny wins, I want to bowl him a $5 pot game because I don't think he can win 9 in a row, Mike.
maybe I think he's exhausted.
He told me he won't know. He may melt after the 10th frame of this game, but right now he could bowl forever.
Oh yeah. Huh?
I tell you, with the adrenaline that's flowing in Kenny, you wouldn't want to fight him right now.
Let's see what happens here.
He got it out again.
Another 9 drop.
Well, this is what the man did when he shot 601. Ball after ball after ball. But that was 3 games. Quite an exhibition. What can we say? Number
He's
7.
68 over his frame right now. Oh, dropped it, still got it.
But he's so solid. He's so in time. It's just somebody tuned him up and sent him out there.
I think it was his wife. She
I'll
let him
tell
come
you.
bowl, and she knew what she was doing.
I'm
7
sorry.
straight marks.
The only other place I'd like to be would be bowling him right now, because even if I lost, I'd finish second again. This is fun, Mike. But you can see how big his pocket is? He barely touched the head pin. And again, he moved enough pins around. He's 51-pin lead. And,
like-
you know, if Kevin strikes out, he's got 180. Might not be enough. That's if he strikes out. Every ball he throws that isn't a strike.
Oh, can you let it slip by that time?
Now, listen, he's catching it from the crowd. The guy bowls 7 games, wins them all, on his way to Enjoy it, Kenny. It's your day, buddy. He's been on me for a year now because I referred
him
to
a
him as the
big
big
guy?
guy. Well, would you call him a sissy? You know, look at the size of him.
He's a big guy.
I tell you
157
what,
after 8.
then he's as kind as he is big. It's he deserves what's happening to him. He's worked very hard on his game. He's worked very hard on his head.
And here comes Kevin.
Definitely has been supported and threatened by his wife, Kathleen. Kenny, like most of us in younger years, had a little bit of dog in us, and that we'd let a few frames rattle us, and we'd just go through the motions. And I know, because my wife, Kay, would threaten me within an inch of my life. You know, you go out and you do your best.
There's a shot
All
for
right, a
Kevin
break
Burke.
for Kevin. I tell you what, Kevin should stick his head a little higher in the air than he has it right now, though. It's been quite a weekend for him. He's done quite a job, and if he's to improve on this performance, he has to win a Pro Tour. What else can you do? And he just ran into a guy that was not to be denied. You know, it's...
Look out! I'll tell you. Ooh, watch it. Well, here's Kenny Palmer to bowl the 9th and 10th frames. Oh, man.
Go ahead, Kenny. Just keep impressing me.
I haven't seen anybody ever jump up and just do that on TV. Never mind after bowling 7 games before this.
I tell you, I thought I'd much rather bowl Kenny than fight him, but right about now, I think you got a better shot in a fight.
He's got it again. That is 8 of 9 for Marks.
Devil let that 7th thing get away. We said it was going to be an all-mark game. You know, we spoke about it. He needs a doubleheader to go 200.
Well, everything else has happened that way for him today.
I
Let's
tell
see
you
what
what's
happens.
happening right now. He's home free. He's won 8 games in a row. He can't lose, and he's melting. I don't know where this ball's going to go. See what? Did I call it or what? He's slowly. It's a meltdown process. You know, bum.
I hope he holds on to get the check after the match.
Bum bowls 79 frames and lets up on us. You believe that? He might make this, Mike.
Yep. And he'll finish in the 180s.
What an exhibition. What an exhibition. Saved the best one for last, didn't he?
Yeah. Fans at the Greenway Bowl give him a big hand, too, and gets congratulations from the crowd in the background. Kevin Burke will finish out. He's got nothing to hang his head about, that's for sure.
Not at all.
As he's still throwing
Not at
9
all.
drops out there.
You chalk this one up to experience, and
Well, it's got to be all good experiences. So he would have had to come out and bowl a 182 to beat Kenny, and it's nothing to be ashamed about in terms of his performance this weekend. A great overall performance. It's going to end up in the 139 area, but Kenny Palmer wins it. 8 straight matches won on TV. The Cup, the 1991 Greenway Bowl East Miller Lite Classic. We'll be back after this.